Today we bring this 1912 Hudson Model 33 back from years of dust to pure retro glory.
We keep the same Hudson, the same factory yellow gold finish, and rebuild every single detail the right way.
Look at her, a 1912 Hudson. Covered in dust, but she's all there. A real time capsule.
Finding this old Hudson, sitting here since 1952, was quite a moment. We knew we had to bring it back. There's the balance. She's a fine machine, just needs a little polish on that brass.
Few of these remain, especially in this condition. Today, the meticulous work begins on this magnificent machine.
This 1912 Hudson Model 33 is a rare find. It's remarkable how much of the original finish remains. The disassembly phase begins with this 1912 Hudson Model 33. We need to document every pre-restoration defect.
The key here is patience. We loosen the original bolts very carefully, ensuring not to damage the housing.
The disassembly phase continues as the right brass headlamp is carefully detached from the fender. You have to be careful with these old brass fittings. Don't want to lose a washer, and that's what the magnetic tray is for. With the hood section lifted, we can finally inspect the engine compartment. It's remarkable how much original grime is still present after all these years. This is the original factory floor pan. You can see.
Now we carefully maneuver the seat out. It's critical not to damage the original yellow gold paint underneath.
This is the original steering wheel from the 1912 Hudson. Getting it off requires patience, but we finally broke the seal.
She's a 1912 Model 33, 100 years of dirt packed into these seams. It's time to see the true condition of the support members.
Now we tackle the running boards. It's a delicate process, especially with these original brass screws and dark linkage pieces.
Now that the wheel is off, we can finally get a good look at the suspension and the brake assembly here.
Removing the rear wheel of a 1912 Hudson requires patience and strength, especially after all these years.
We're beginning the disassembly with the rear wheel. As you can see, the hub is quite dirty. Now all four are safely on the rack. These original fasteners haven't been touched in over a century. Getting them out requires patience and a gentle touch to preserve the surrounding metal. Careful now. And there you have it, a century of grease and dust, but the original gold paint is still there. With the right front fender finally off, we can really appreciate the engineering of the Model 33. It's a work of art, even covered in dust.
These bolts haven't moved in 100 years. You really have to take your time, otherwise you risk shearing the head right off.
This 1912 Hudson, she's a beauty underneath the dirt. We take the fenders off first to get a clear look at the chassis. All right, with the final bolt out, we can carefully lift the shell off the chassis and get it over to the bench. All right, that's the fuel tank out. We need to make sure these brass fittings are cleaned properly before they go back on.
We start with a generous layer of foam. You can see it working its way into the joints, slowly revealing the original factory finish of the old girl.
We call this the wheel rack soak. These original 1912 Hudson wheels need serious deep cleaning to get the mud.
This is the deep cleaning phase for the rear fenders. We use brushes and foam to break the dirt free from the original yellow gold paint. In the deep cleaning phase, we coat the removed engine in degreaser. The oily residue begins to dissolve.
This old Hudson Model 33 block requires a delicate touch. We're using a strong degreaser to lift decades of grime.
In the deep cleaning phase, the chassis and suspension parts of the 1912 and Model 33 are blanketed in foam. In the deep cleaning phase, a rinsing wand sweeps beneath the body shell of this 1912 Hudson Model 33.
The key here is to gently remove the surface dirt without damaging the remaining tufting or the yellow gold paint underneath.
In the deep cleaning phase, the wooden steering wheel is gently rinsed and wiped, revealing the aged finish and the dark grease rings.
This is the original hood panel from a 1912 Model 33. You can see the grime coming off, revealing the scratches and rust underneath. This is the original brass from the 1912 Model 33. We start the cleaning bath slowly to preserve that patina. In the deep cleaning phase, the dark tire sidewalls from the wheels of the 1912 Hudson Model 33 are scrubbed with soap and brushes. The key is the fine brushwork, getting into these tight corners without damaging the patina. It's a slow process, but essential. The first step is the deep clean. We use high-pressure water to flush out 100 years of grime from these joints. The deep cleaning phase focuses on the firewall. We're using degreaser cloths, applying pressure to lift the dirty streaks from the painted metal.
Now for the satisfying part. Rinsing away the grease reveals the original factory yellow gold beneath the grime.
The deep cleaning phase is crucial. These 1912 Hudson parts need careful agitation in the soapy water to remove.
During the deep cleaning phase, a concentrated spray cleans the undersides of the 1912 Hudson Model 33 fenders.
We're looking at a 1912 Model 33. The goal here is to preserve as much of the original yellow gold finish as possible during the wash. The compressed air is essential for drying these old seams, but we're careful to leave that original patina right where it is. You can see the original yellow gold starting to show through. This brushwork is tedious but essential for the final look. We're deep cleaning these brass pieces now. It takes time, but you can see the difference the microfiber makes. The key here is patience. We're just lifting decades of grease off the original paint, trying not to disturb those hand-painted pinstripes.
We're looking at the original suspension from the 12 Hudson. This wash cycle is critical to reveal the factory paint and assess the wear on the leaf springs and axle.
The yellow gold is finally starting to show through, but as you can see, we still have significant staining to deal with here.
A final rinse passes over the hood panels. As the water sheets across the yellow gold surface, it reveals the true condition.
This old girl, the 1912 Model 33, she's finally shedding the years. Every scratch tells a story we aim to preserve. The deep cleaning phase is complete. As you can see, the 1912 Hudson is free of grime, yet clearly aged. This is the crucial first sanding pass. We use a long block to ensure the body is perfectly straight before the primer goes on.
We use a fine abrasive to reveal the original steel while carefully preserving that factory yellow gold finish around the edges.
Wire brushing the chassis is crucial to remove surface corrosion while preserving the authentic patina of the original 1912 Hudson.
The 1912 Hudson Model 33 was a marvel of its time. To bring her back to life, we must first understand how she was built. We use the borescope to check for any imperfections deep within the cylinders. It has to be absolutely spotless. These old Hudson parts need a delicate touch. You can't rush the polish on the camshaft. We make sure the tolerances are perfect. For the 1912 Hudson crankcase, we applied a historically appropriate yellow gold. The gold was measured mechanical. This Hudson brass is nearly 110 years old. Polishing it reveals the true craftsmanship of the era. Meticulous masking is essential on a chassis like the Hudson. You want the primer to lay down perfectly, preserving the original lines.
In the body and mechanical restoration phase, primer is sprayed onto the chassis of the same 1912 Hudson Model 33.
We're smoothing the fine areas around the seams, making sure the brass era lines are exact.
In the body and mechanical restoration phase, the long hood panels of the same 1912 Hudson Model 33 full-size
Separate yellow fenders of the 1912 Hudson Model 33 are primed in sequence. The smooth gray layer signals bodywork readiness.
To get that flawless surface, we meticulously wet sand the gray primer. It's a slow process, but essential for the final.
The key here is patience. Everything needs to be oiled and seated perfectly before we tighten the manifold. We're installing the gears and side covers on the Model 33 engine. The tightening sequence is crucial for a period-correct finish.
Look at that. 112 years old and shining brighter than new. Almost ready for the chassis now.
The key here is applying the base coat evenly. This yellow gold is the original color for the Model 33, so accuracy is everything.
We mix it slowly until the pigments are completely uniform. This ensures we match the original factory identity exactly.
In the body and mechanical restoration phase, the first color coat is sprayed onto the body shell of this 1912 Hudson Model.
The key to a good restoration is matching that original factory color. This yellow gold on the Hudson is tricky, but we'll get it right.
Matching the original factory yellow gold finish on these fenders is crucial. It's about preserving history, one coat at a time.
This 1912 Hudson Model 33 requires absolute precision. We're tracing the factory lines exactly. Danger. In the body and mechanical restoration phase, the first clear coat is applied over the restored original factory yellow. During the body and mechanical restoration phase, the second clear coat deepens the shine on this 1912 Hudson Model 33. In the body and mechanical restoration phase, the hood panels and fenders receive the clear coat. It has to be perfect. The finish on this Model 33 is absolutely flawless, period correct, just as it left the factory over 100 years ago. As we move underneath, you can see the dark satin coating curing evenly over the restored metal, ensuring this 1912
Final assembly is where the real patience is tested. Every hose, every fitting has to be historically accurate and mechanically sound. This manual spin is crucial. It ensures the linkages and pulleys are moving smoothly before the engine is fully fired up.
During the mechanical restoration phase, these oversized wheels from the 1912 Hudson Model 33 are curing. There we are. You really have to work the bead just right to get these to seat properly on the Hudson wheels.
We managed to preserve the original geometry while bringing the shine back to factory standards.
The reassembly and interior phase begins as the rebuilt engine is lowered into the chassis of the same 19. Steady on the left side, that's it. Body meets chassis, the alignment is perfect. It's reassuring. In the reassembly and interior phase, the restored floorboards return inside the same 1912 Hudson Model 30.
Once the bolts are snugged down, the wheel centers itself quite nicely, just like it did in 1912. For John, restoring this 1912 Model 33 has been a labor of love. Now,
There we are. Fits like a glove.
the true test of a restoration lies in the details. Ensuring the continuity of this factory yellow gold finish is paramount.
With the fender bolted on, the old Hudson is really starting to look whole again. The precise alignment here is absolutely critical. In the reassembly phase, the right front fender is reattached to this 1912 Hudson Model 33, finished in the original factory yellow gold.
During the reassembly and interior phase, both rear fenders are installed on the 1912 Hudson Model 33, completing the elegant silhouette.
Getting these massive wheels aligned takes a bit of muscle, but once they slide onto the axle, it's just a matter of...
Beautiful. That's exactly the compression we were looking for. She sits perfectly level.
And with that final turn, the headlamps are secure. It's details like these that truly complete the restoration.
The fine details are crucial. We meticulously sourced and polished every brass fitting for the Model 33.
After months of meticulous work, the 1912 Hudson Model 33
is finally ready for the road. We spent years tracking down every original part. Now, the 1912 Hudson is finally ready for the road.
After months of meticulous work, she finally hits the road. The craftsmanship on these original wheels is simply stunning.
We spent countless hours on the details, making sure every brass fitting and leather stitch was absolutely perfect.
Sounds just as good as she looks. We're ready.
And with the final turn of the wrench, the Hudson takes to the road once more, proving that true craftsmanship is timeless.
We spent years on this Hudson. Getting her back on the road, that's the reward.
This Model 33 represents the pinnacle of brass-era engineering. And today, it's ready for the road again.
Tell me which forgotten classic should return from dust to glory next, and we'll bring it back the right way.